up in the say they be waiting for you in the bushes with the duct tape. Up and down the interstate, yeah, we really touch. We touch. October, I'm about to another state. He went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the car means they coming for all. I had six phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't.
Can the Browns win again? It's the coach, and you're watching Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, it hasn't been said since December 13th, 2016. But the Browns are on a one-game winning streak. They'll try for two right here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New Orleans Saints. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're brought out by the #1 overall pick in this year's draft, the Heisman Trophy winner from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
From walking on at 2 different programs in the Big 12 to a Heisman Trophy winner, Maxwell Award winner, Walter Camp winner, and unanimous All-American, not to mention the #1 overall pick in the NFL. The stars have certainly aligned for Baker Mayfield, but now comes the tough part. Can you get an 0-16 team back to respectability and hopefully in the future to playoff success?
A first carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 67 yards.
And that explosive run right there reminds me that last week ran the ball really well, so they're continuing to do what they did in the previous game, run the ball and run it successfully. Expect that to continue throughout this one.
Drops it off for Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled with the same response, ran right to him.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it #5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey. Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90.
Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Bree's going to go on fourth down. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. Carl Davis able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now this time, Brees will throw. Thomas barreling ahead, and he rifles one incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas, and that'll bring up second down. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Before they're inside the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
The defense has got to be kicking themselves. They forced them into a 4th and long, and I mean long, and yet a running play picked up the 1st down. How does that happen?
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. TJ Carey right there in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
First grab for Thomas. It's good for a 1st down as well. A reminder coming up at halftime, the coach is back. He made it through the first weekend. That's the good news, and he's going to regale you with stats and scores from around the NFL here in the early games in Week 2.
You think he questioned coming back for Week 2, having to work with us?
I think he did. He's just happy that he is far away in Orlando. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. 11. Breeze to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On third and long, it's Breeze. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
11.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Here's Breeze to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First down now, but that clock rolling. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. That'll go in the books as a loss of 20, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.